fucking yours? Gorgeous piece of cool. You are what you are. Under the handsome. Gorgeous piece of cool. Oh yeah? Did you fucking do that? Did you fucking do piece of cool? I'm a man. Gabagool, 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 gabagool.
Whatever happened to Gary Cooper, the strong silent type? That was an American. Tony Soprano. Guys, today we're going to be discussing the strong silent type and some key traits that come along with it. The strong silent type has self-confidence. He believes in his judgments, he believes in himself and all of his achievements. He knows in his mind that he's right, and he does not let anyone or anything sway him from it. Everything that goes on in his mind, every decision made, every move he makes, he knows it's correct. The strong silent type also demonstrates strong emotional strength. He doesn't get mad, he doesn't get sad, he doesn't get too over happy, he stays neutral. He doesn't let anything pull him off of his pedestal. He keeps walking his walk, keeps talking his talk, and nothing will change him. And he keeps it stern, he keeps it straight, he keeps it direct, and he keeps it at ease. Not too much of any emotion going on, not too much, not too less, just the correct amount. The strong silent type is also in control. He's not swayed by anyone, and he can make his own decisions, and he trusts his own judgment. He doesn't let anyone control him. And one of the main rules he keeps in his head is he does not have to prove anything to anyone. The strong silent type also considers his tone and the delivery of his tone while speaking. He doesn't constantly shout his answers. He doesn't constantly argue with people with a loud voice, and he's not too quiet around people, so he seems less confident. He has a very neutral voice, it's very clear to hear and understand, and it's very direct. He does not resort to arguing unless he has to. He wouldn't think of wasting that type of energy on arguing all the time like that. The strong silent type is also authentic. He's honest and direct with everything he does. He doesn't have to lie about anything. All he has is truth to him. And he's also very direct with that truth. If you ask him something, he'll tell you straight up what the truth of that matter is. No bullshit. And I think we can make a good point today that is considered authentic. Being truthful, being direct with the truth. And one of the most notable attributes of the strong silent type is he communicates his strength through silence. He shows that he's not intimidated or uncertain in matters. Nothing bugs him. And when he needs to get something done, he knows what he needs to do. He's not uncertain about it. He makes sure that the task of hand is able for him to do, and if it is, he is certain he can get it done. He's not uncertain. And the final main trait of the strong silent type is he uses nonverbal communication very well. He uses his body more in communication than actually communicating. He has great eye contact, he has good posture, he has good hand movement, he has good feet work, and he knows how to keep a certain distance with someone to make something clear to them without even saying it. In some cases, you could look at these types of people, and just by a certain look, you know exactly what they're feeling. And that's exactly what they want you to feel. That's what they're doing. They're doing that because they know you're going to feel what they are feeling. So I ranted off these traits and analogies of the strong silent type and gave the metaphor with Tony Soprano because obviously he quoted it in the show, but his whole character was centered around being this type of person, the strong silent type. And these strong silent type are probably the smoothest men alive. And this act of being a strong silent type, I think it goes right back to our primal instincts. Basically when we were like cavemen almost, because we couldn't talk, we had to use body language. And from learning that, implementing that into our society as men, obviously communication came about. Now when I was growing up, I was a very quiet guy. I did not like talking as much, I was very shy, and I was very tall. And the wonderful thing about tall people as they grow up through their grade school is they're going to be the most awkward people you encounter at that moment. And there's no way of getting around it. But being the strong silent type, or people who struggle with being quiet, it's a lot easier for them to get into that type of personality and trait than a person who has an over-the-top personality. I can explain it better on this scale right here. So you look over to one side, it represents the over-the-top talkative personality, and the other side represents the quiet, shy personality. And then the middle is mutual, is a combination of equal parts of both. And that's where the strong silent type mostly sits. Now if you notice, the over-the-top talkative personality has a straight line that goes straight up. It just keeps going up, 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 and up. Then on the quiet, shy personality side, it goes up, but then there's a straight line steadily going. Now this is how this works. Say you have an over-the-top talkative personality, and you're going up and up with it, you just keep going with it and keep going and going and going. You're going to reach the top, and then there's just going to be nothing left, and you're going to end up falling down. like a roller coaster. So that's usually what happens with people with those over-the-top personalities, is they somewhat become annoyed, and then people notice that, and they get hated on for it. So they kind of back off, as in they fall off the top of that and just go straight down plummeted. And some people end up in the middle of that scale. Some people get so disheartened from it, they don't even know who they are, basically. They end up to the shy, quiet personality stage. And once you get to that shy, quiet personality stage, you get to that top level, and then there's a straight line. And basically it's just a steady stream straight line. And it's a little more easier with the quiet, shy personality type. That straight line, it's a lot easier just to walk backwards and learn from it to get to that middle of the scale personality, because it's a straight line. You can walk either way, as opposed to just keep going up and up and up and up and up and up, and if you look back, all of a sudden you're just going to drop. And I would represent the middle of the scale almost as our primal state, our roots, something we need to get back to. Because once us men learn how to get right back to our roots, a tree with strong roots laughs at any storm. Malay proverb. Thank you. You guys are going to have a great day.